Hey everyone, greetings and welcome to Hearthcenter, your Tuesday afternoon show, bringing you the recap from all the super exciting THL matches that have happened this week. I'm one of your hosts, Lotus Knight, and joining me tonight we have the one and only. He's been here every week, or almost every week when we have a show, except for the one week he decided to go camping. He has the longest hair in THL, and his favorite card, I'm going to try to guess here that his favorite card is Deathstalker Rexar,
Hey, you got it right. Nice. Love to
right?
see it. Zombies forever, man.
Oh, that was so
Um,
good.
I still miss it sometimes. But how's it going, Lotus? Glad to be here.
Yeah, everything is going well. Thank you for asking. On the other side, we have the everyone's favorite board member who's been here for I think almost every show as well. Um, Directly with the Christmas tree to remind us of the end of the year now. We have Santa Claus Ducharmo himself, and he did ask me to tell you all that his favorite card in Standard right now is Garrote, and his favorite card of all time, I am going to take a guess here, and this is an actual legit guess. I am going to say that Ducharmo's favorite card is Fandral Staghelm.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah,
Wrong.
was I close?
No.
Uh,
My favorite card is Deathstalker Rexar.
Nice.
is that
That's my favorite
everyone's
card.
answer?
Excellent
That
choice.
okay, if you had said Deathstalker Rexar or Death Knight Jaina, I would have accepted either of those
Fair,
answers.
fair.
Big Spell Mage was my favorite deck back in the day. I loved that deck.
Huh. Do you two know my favorite card? This is a well known thing I've said multiple times, but anyone knows my favorite historical card?
Dr. Boom.
Oh no.
Uh no
I don't
idea. My
remember.
wife's calling me right now, so
You might
Oh,
have
don't
told me.
worry. It is actually Behold the Glory of a New Sun. Lyra the Sun Shard.
Oh,
I love that
solid.
card. Ah, oh, that card was so much fun. It's just, yeah, that was a fascinating one. We have a much shorter show than usual. We're going to go first into Hero, where we're going to talk about some of the best Hero matches going on, or literally the two Hero matches that happened last week. And we're going right after that to Legacy, and then we will reveal the players for THL Family Feud. So I hope everyone is ready as we move on to Hero.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Short show. Not a whole lot left because season's pretty much wrapping up.
Pretty
And
much.
yeah, this was a clutch one for F2L. This was closer than the final score looks too, because it did come down to the final game. It just happened to be a sweep in the final game.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about this match, Ron. How did it go?
So I don't remember the exact order of how back and forth this was. So I'm just going to start from the one seed down to the bottom. I do know that the final match was on stream between Dr. Fish and Roadrunner, and at the time it was a slight lead for bands. But we had Based taking a 3-1 victory over Neji Boston in the one seed. We had Nails taking the 3-0 sweep over Itachi. And Dr. Fish, thank you, helping us out with the order. So the way that it went, Rabobson went first and got the sweep for F2L Black, getting the 3-0 victory early over Astral Frog. Nice Jewish Owl went second and had the 3-0 victory over Seth. And things were looking great for F2L with a double sweep to start right up until Itachi and Neji both had their losses to Based and Nails respectively, and bands roaring right back into it, setting the stage for the final on-stream Dr. Fish versus Roadrunner, and Dr. Fish taking down a very clutch sweep. to put F2L Black into the title game.
Yeah,
Nice job.
really, really nice job. And it's a tight series. This is the final match in Hero, as we all know. And to see a very tight series from a team coming out of the bye just to close the second to close Band's season. Sure, it feels bittersweet for Bands, but they're a great team. I'm sure they're going to come back even burning even hotter next season.
Yeah, I expect that we're going to see a decent, combination of the same players still with an acronym of the players' names going forward in the next season. Based and Neji and Astro Frog together, all very, very strong. As
Yes,
long along with Seth, and I think Roadrunner was a new addition. Did very well for them this season.
that's awesome. Looking at the other match, I don't know if Desharmo's back or if he's
I'm back.
here, but Desharmo, tell us
I'm
about
here.
even without Turt, we must still skirt versus at Diamond.
Yeah, this was a an interesting win here because Diamond was one of those teams early on in the season that people were saying this is a strong team. This is they're like unbeatable. Just like Golden Wisps and Legacy, they were just so strong, and then in the playoffs they get that 1L, and that's all you need. That's all
Yeah.
you need in the playoffs. It's just 1L. And not only did Diamond lose, they lost badly. It wasn't even close.
Mhm.
I don't. I think that that fourth match didn't even need to be played, and it got played anyway.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it didn't. It was
Yeah,
unnecessary, but
it
they
did
just
not.
kind of
I
they
didn't
just kind
even
of
know
piled
they
it
had
on.
played that, and I'm on the team.
yeah. So, but yeah, this was a very strong win from Turt. I think when you're hot in the playoffs, that's when you want to be hot, and
Yeah.
they're Turt. I think this is a strong showing by them. Hey, look, we beat a team that was that was at the beginning of the season was a very strong team, that was slotted to probably win it all, being a championship favorite, and went out and just completely destroyed them. And
Mhm.
not only that, you're looking at the ranking, or the ranking of each player, their record. It's insane. Nobody has a losing record. Everybody has a winning record, and then Nine Eyebrows and Skirt Reynolds in the four and the five just destroying everybody in their path.
Yeah.
19-5 between those two people.
Yeah, I
That's
honestly
crazy.
don't really know how Nine Eyebrows is still like a 300 something PR player in Hero. I mean, this is a guy that's, actually gotten bids to the Masters Tour before. Like,
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
very, very strong player, easily can play in the one seed in any series, and somehow just hanging out in the four with a roster full of strong players. And we've already
Well,
seen CMAC and Nine win two Hero championships back to back, I might add, very recently.
It's called the
well,
two-star Mako strategy.
I gotta say that Turt's Turt's lineup is literally four one seats, and then Skirt Reynolds, who's probably more like a three seat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
seems
more what
about
their
right.
team.
But really big win over at Diamond, who was pretty dominant through all of Hero right up until this series. I mean, they were just destroying everybody, and they had, I think, their own 12-2 victory last week, where two games didn't even need to be
Yes.
played, and then all of a sudden, they ran into Turt Skirt, kind of a buzzsaw there, just knocked him right out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I gotta say that the way this team is built, um, you have to win the 1, 2, and 3, because the 4 and the 5 are just you're just not gonna win there.
It takes a lot of work there. It does end up being a lot about the 1, 2, and 3, which are all great players as well. Um Now we don't engage in speculation here in Hearthcenter. That's for tomorrow for Fish and his crew. But I will open it here. Ron and Sharmo. I'll start with Ron. Turt or F2L?
Hmm. That's tough. That's really tough. But I'm gonna give the slight edge to Turt here. Um, First, because I've got a lot of faith in CMAC and Nine continually winning hero championships because they've just done it before already a few times.
Yeah.
Um, their roster is completely insane, and I think F2L has had a lot going for them in the bottom seeds as well, and they get countered pretty heavily in the bottom seeds with a team that is just so stacked top to bottom. Like F2L, one of their biggest strengths is having Nice Jewish Owl in the 4 and Dr. Fish in the 5. But they have to go up against Nine Eyebrows and Skirt Reynolds, and look at the records on the 4 and 5 seeds for Turt and Skirt. It's nuts. Um, I do think Neji and Itachi, and Rabobson, all very, very strong one seed type players. And they're playing, mirrors of themselves with very, very strong one seed type players. So I
Fair.
think I have a slight edge in the bottom seeds for Turt Skirt. I'm going to go with them.
Fair. Desharmo, F2L, or even without Turt, we must still skirt.
And I know we like to keep it spicy here, but I'm gonna have to agree with Ron on everything he said. He's absolutely right. Um,
Whoa. Desharmo, you
Tur
feeling okay?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm feeling good, man.
Off
Um,
brand. I
I
thought you were going to tell me I was an idiot. All right, cool, cool.
no, everything he said is right. They're both built in the same way, but I think Turt is just a little more bottom heavy. I think for this one I think for them to win, Diamond, I mean not Diamond, F2L is going to have to get a win from Nine Eyebrows or Skirt, and that's going to be really hard.
I will say that both of these teams are built very similar to each other, and it is a very slight edge that I'm giving to Turt. And I could easily see F2L taking down this title. They certainly are built and capable of it. But having forced to pick one, I got to go with Turt.
Awesome. Um,
I mean, or listen to Super Chicken in chat. Yeah, you know what? FTL is probably going to win. Chicken's clearly going to throw in the one seed, and it's
fair.
just going to be a domino effect that will just affect the whole team. You know what? I'm changing my pick. F2L 5-0. Let's go.
Awesome. With Ron's F12 pick, I'm going to keep us moving to Legacy, where we actually had the Legacy finals. So I will ask Ron to tell us what happened with Defias versus Agent PWE Elemental on the Light Showers. And I hope that team changes its name because it just is so bad for Hearthcenter. I really hope they do.
Well, I mean, the proof is right here. They had a chance at the title. They had the lead too, and Defias just came fighting back. Maybe it was predestined. I mean, the
Yeah,
expansion, or not the expansion, the mini set came out, and it was a Defias theme mini set, just that gave all the momentum to the Defias Brotherhood. It was a long awaited title. Comp has been captaining for so long in THL. Very strong team. And the light showers, yeah, I mean, I didn't make it a secret the last time. I was very much rooting for Defias because I really did not want to see Agent P Ellie merch. And I'm
fair.
happy to see Defias merch. So uh, granted, it's a copyrighted image, so they're probably gonna have to come up with something different. But still, it's cool to see Defias take the title, and they did it in pretty thrilling fashion on stream too.
Yeah, that's true. Desharmo, any thoughts about Defias Brotherhood beating Agent BWE Elemental and the Light Showers?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat my own words here. I did not think Defias was gonna win this, and I didn't even think it was gonna be close. I thought Agent P was gonna just completely wreck them, and I was completely wrong. Um, I think again, Defias was hot when they needed to be hot, and they kept the streak going. And surprisingly, the 1 and the 2 seed were two that I expected to go the other way around, and
Mm-hmm.
they went towards Defias. Wild Nine. I mean, he's not having a terrible season, but 5 and 7 going into this, and then getting that a big win over Agent PWE, who was only 8-2. I think
Yeah.
that right there is, to me, is a deciding match. I could see Classy Thug beating Nails. I could all the other matches I could see going that way, but I think the win in Wild Nine, I kind of get to give him the props here for being the underdog and taking down the giant that is PWE.
Yeah, crossover player of the season, Agent
Yeah,
PWE, and kind of the namesake of the team. And huge props to Wild Known. I agree with you on that. He was insanely clutch in the playoffs for Defias. He had a bit of a rocky regular season, but he was untouchable in the playoffs and led them to victory. It was really cool to see it happen.
And I remember Wild Nine a few seasons ago was not a one seed 550 player. I
yeah.
believe he was a 300 PR
He
player.
played
And
with us. He was in the Albatrosses. He
yeah,
Yeah, he went on an
was,
absolute tear early on. So I mean, he's already kind of well established how good of a player he is. And even though he had a sub 500 season in Legacy, he came through and it counted, and he got the title for his team. So can't get
yep.
yeah,
much better than that.
for
Now you
sure.
got a
I'll take a
title.
6-7 season with the game clinching
Right?
championship win any day.
Yep.
Yeah. Any final thoughts about Legacy before we move into our caster screen? Just as a reminder for everyone, Fish is bringing an interview with the winners for Legacy tomorrow in Tavern Talk, and they're also bringing the Hero Winners interview next week on Tavern Talk as well. So you can watch both interviews with Fish and the Tavern Talk crew over there.
Nice. Oh, I guess one final thought then on Legacy. I think it's. Oh yeah, we have the playoff graphic says season 19. The thing above it says 18, but
Oh,
season 19 is what we just wrapped up,
whoops.
which is crazy that season 20 is about to be coming. But also wanted to mention the new strategy for winning in playoffs. Listen to K-pop. I don't know if you knew this or if anyone caught the stream, but Wild Nine was apparently jamming out to K-pop in his
Hmm.
victory over Agent PWE. So that's the new play right there. It works apparently. Go get him.
I also got to mention that I really like the way the playoffs are set up. I know I'm kind of biased because I'm a board member, but I like how we have the different seed. It's just seeded, and then it gives the opportunity for other conferences. Like you look at the top four here; they're all gold. Three out of them, I think the four are gold conference players, and they all had a chance to go to the finals. And then you had two gold conference teams in the finals. So I really like the way the playoffs are set up.
Fair. Desharmo patting himself in the board in the back, but
More R
we're
hat
just
than
gonna
anything
let that
else.
slide.
Not me, R hat.
um, so I am bringing us back to the main screen. It is true, though. I'm a fan of. I do think there's an argument to be said whether there are too many teams on playoffs or not, but I do really like the new seeding process. That said, we have a few more things before our final question of the night moment. I want to announce very quickly the players and teams who are actually going to be doing the Family Feud. So, just as a reminder, Family Feud is a show where we get to see all players compete in a variety of challenges where they need to answer questions about THL and Hearthstone cards. We're going to have some of the best players THL has to offer competing here. One team is going to be our Hat, Saku, Marty B, and Nails
Ooh, nice.
facing against Based Inc., Mojo Powell, Seth, and Neji Boston.
Nice.
So we're going to be doing very different teams from last times we had it. Um, I'm really excited. Geranium is going to be hosting with me. He's my co-host, and we've been preparing a lot of stuff. It's going to be really fun, like last two were. At least I think so. And as Geranium just said, if you haven't answered the survey, please do it. It really helps us. We would love to have all your answers if possible. If you're one of the players, please don't open the survey um, ever.
Fair.
I yeah. Um, I don't know if Geranium is here. He might be able to get a link for the survey and just post it in chat. I'm currently in opping, so I'm going to avoid doing that during the show. But Please come watch us next Tuesday. We're going to be starting an hour early to make sure I don't get completely destroyed by daylight savings and the time works out well for everyone. So it's going to start at 8 p.m., it's going to go until 10 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see you then, hopefully. And now, Ron and Desharmo, here's my final question, and this is a special one. I want to ask you, what was your favorite THL and/or content moment of the year of the season? And anyone wants to volunteer to start?
Oh
Does
wow, that's
last
a
does
big question.
does last off season count?
Sure.
My favorite THL moment was when I smoked Ron
Oh, I
on
knew that
stream.
was coming.
I I loved that moment where I was
It was
like
so
Ron
good.
Mexico, and then they were like, "What? What is wrong with you? Don't you understand the question?" And I'm like, "Yes, I understand the question. Do
None of
you
the rest of
understand the
us did.
question?"
Yeah.
And then we got it right.
Yeah.
That was that was if you gotta say if we got to count last off season, that's my favorite THL
I
moment.
knew you were going to bring that one up. It was a
Yeah.
really good moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently, Super Chicken's favorite THL moment is also when he smoked Ron. That's great. It's good times, good times. I mean, I'm here to entertain apparently. Um, but I really enjoyed this season. There was a lot going on. I thought it was cool that we had uh like an EU version of Wild, even though it might
Yes.
not necessarily be continuing right away. Maybe it'll come back in some form or another for EU, but it is cool to expand a little bit. And I just really enjoyed kind of being a part of the shows and doing all these things with you guys. I thought Maniac Mondays was really cool. That was like a nice little addition, but I don't have like a specific favorite moment that jumps out to me. Um, I can't think of one individual thing that happened that was my favorite. Do you have a favorite, Lotus?
Yeah, I was trying when I thought of this question earlier today, I was trying to figure out what would I answer. And I had such a great season. I had a lot of fun. I don't think I have one specific moment that I can point to and say like this was the best moment. I thought this was amazing, but I can say I think Hearthcenter has been flowing really well, and just all around, all our shows were a highlight of the season for me. I will say there was one Maniac Monday where the show worked so, or just everything was working so well that I don't even remember which one it was. Sharmo might know which one. I don't actually know. But there was one show that I was doing that the flow was so good that by the end of it, I was just feeling pumped up, and that was a really fun feeling to have here.
Was it the one
Oh, that
with
reminds me actually.
Rotted Zombie and God, I forgot the other.
Oh, the one with, yeah, it might be the one with Rotted and Jailstorm. That one was
Yeah,
really
Jailstorm.
good.
Rotted and Jailstorm. It was super good.
That
I
show.
kind of forgot, but when we did Nas Stone casting,
Oh, that was also
I think I would
amazing.
call that
Yeah.
like one of my favorite moments from this season that was. That
Yeah.
was really fun to do, just like crazy Nas Stone tournament.
Yeah,
That was a good
Nostone
time.
with Ron with a lisp was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
right.
remember that. Ron unintentional lisp. I had to bring it up to
The full
Ron.
Discord mic error, yeah.
I was like, Ron, did you gain a lisp or something? 'Cause I didn't want to be mean because I thought he actually had a lisp.
Just all of a sudden overnight, just developed a new one.
Just
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought maybe you got like a tongue piercing or something.
It was a specific affect, all right, that I adapted just for Nas Stone. I thought it would add something to the cast.
It was really good
You-
though. That was a really fun show. As much as actually I know one that might have been my favorite moment when we called out Mako to be a Death Rattle Demon Hunter specialist.
Oh, it was fantastic.
That was fantastic. And
Yep.
he's never played the deck before. It was that was just amazing.
Good times.
Yeah. Any chat, if any of you want to mention your favorite moments and anything you want to share. We had moments about winning, and we get that those are really good, yes. But if there's anything y'all want to say, I think now's the time. And if there are no comments, I will take this time to thank Ron Mexico and DeSharmo for just having a blast of a season with me here in Hearthcenter. It's been amazing. It, I know this is the final show of our season because we're going to have Family Feud next time, but it was just all around. I think we've had quite a season with so much going on. THL kind of had just so many people playing in so many different series and so many teams, and it was a lot of fun. I also want to take this moment to thank everyone who's been a guest this season. So I'm going to quickly say some of them, and I will forget some. Sorry if I'm forgetting you. It's my bad, and I'm really bad at these things. So I want to thank Geranium Battle. I want to thank Dr. Fish, Diamond, Steffi, Corridon. If we had any, oh, Agent
Marty B.
PWE and Marty B. Of course, Marty. I don't consider Marty a guest here because he tries to be here with us always. So I want to thank everyone who's been here this season and who's helped the show. Also, I want to thank Saku because you should always thank Saku. There's never a bad reason
True.
to thank Saku. Um, Ron, any final words you want to say about for this season before we close our show?
Just a pleasure to be here as always with you guys, and looking forward to THL season 20 right around the corner. I can't believe it's actually 20 full seasons of THL. It's nuts. It's great to be a part of this community, and looking forward to more to come.
Awesome. Yeah. DeSharmo, any final thoughts for the season?
Yeah, I have to echo Ron. It's 20 seasons. That's a ton of seasons. You think that's like, what, 7 years almost?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
think it's full on like 7 years. It's crazy.
it's just, and that's not including the beta seasons or anything like that too. So just insane amount of, and we're still going strong. And I think Legacy next season is looking at 24 teams again. So
Wow.
um, I think we're still strong. We're still going. And
Love to see it.
yeah, there's my little guy right there.
Aw.
Yeah. He's wanting me to change his diaper here pretty soon. Probably wondering who I'm talking to. But yeah, I love this community, and I'm looking forward to continuing, my duties, running Maniac Monday and all those other things that I do on my board duties, and I may not be doing Hearth Center next season, just because I'm going back to college, get another degree, and my after hours might not be as robust as it is now. So, but I've had a blast, and I hope maybe you guys can get me on as a guest, or I might be able to pop in every now and then, or maybe even the season after that.
For sure. I don't even know if I'm staying as op, so that's up to Donde to decide whatever happens to us. But if you
There
aren't,
must always be a Hearth Center. There will still be a Hearth Center, I'm sure.
oh, for sure. And for the viewers, if you want to be on Hearthcenter, you can always DM me, and we'll see. We have no idea what's going to happen next season, but maybe who knows? Um, there may be spots or not, so you can always DM me if you want to be more involved in content. That being said, I believe that is it for us tonight. I want to thank you all one final time for watching. Thank you all for being here, and we will see you next season. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.